okayfm 101.7.
For Rocky Dawuni, international music star and humanitarian activist. And Yensa Kanwa Yeneno Ebabetri and Komo. He's a Ghanaian African who has linked Africa to the Caribbean to America to create an appealing sound that unites generations and cultures. Ladies and gentlemen, a galvanizing performer, Rocky Dawuni, has shared the stage with Steve Wonder, Peter Gabriel, Jason Mraz, Janelle Monáe, John Legend, among many international artists. He's named one of Africa's top 10 global stars by CNN. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the legendary Rocky Dawuni. Let the reading flow.
Yes,
Milad, let the reading flow.
I dedicate this to you, my brother.
Thank you.
I know you just lost somebody dear to you.
Thank you.
This is a song about all champions finding the strength in themselves. This is a time for all of us to lift each other up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. A champion arise, we shall win. Champion arise, we shall win. Whoa, we surrender in our life, we shall win. Let another spiritual war begin. They'll say it could not be done until they see it done. They'll say it could not be you until you know it's you, my friend. My friend. When the humble pop your bubble, they don't ever see it come. They tumble to the magic of the word and the sound forever. I believe now they come around and asking who that. Tell them it's the children of Judah, breaker of the chain and a ruler. Everybody say it, everybody sing it. Let me hear you say it. A champion arise, we shall win. Oh, a champion arise, we shall win. Oh, we're stronger and alive, we shall win. Let another spiritual war begin.
okayfm.
Don't you believe everything that you've been told? You can be bought for shekels, need that silver and gold. Cross the land, I know that my story will be told. Every time I see you. Oh, I will give you all you want and need right now. A champion arise, we shall win. A champion arise, we shall win. Whoa, whoa. We're stronger and alive, we shall win. Let another spiritual war begin. Oh, here we come. Coming with another spiritual war. Fight on, fight on. Coming with another spiritual warfare. Right on, right on. Joshua said another champion to show us the way. Joshua said another Moses to part the sea. Joshua sent Father Elijah to carry us away. Whoa, champion arise, we shall win.
okayfm
Champion arise, we shall let another spiritual war begin. Ready or not, we go they come with the wickedest sound. You ready for more? We go they kill him with the wickedest sound. Now master come town today. It no be easy for them. But you will not they bring. Now him they know it no be joke. The road that they take we make. Now they say they be kings. Now we will know say only God be our king. Oh. From Nima to Labadi, we are go kill them with the wickedest sound. We go to tell everybody. We go to kill them with the wickedest sound. We know they rush nobody. We know they follow nobody. We go to rock your body. Oh, 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 yeah. Ready or not, we go to come with the wickedest sound. Be ready for more. We go to kill them with the wickedest sound. Abochina so say Magana Junior ina de tell say why seni go be na lokwala mbaki yo na you can daddy sekaila wakabani uniati ni American inyumi mituma wo. They know we are in a hurry. We are go kill them with the wickedest sound. Now we feet take come easy. We go to kill them with the wickedest sound. We know they rush nobody. We know they follow nobody. We go to rock your body. Oh, 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 oh. We know they rush nobody. We go to follow nobody. We know they your body. Oh, 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 yeah. Afro rhythm comes to town. Every rhythm just a frown. From the beginning of time, now him be the foundation. You know better now. When Daddy Rocky comes to town, oh, oh, oh. Kill him with the wickedest sound. Alright now, coming at the party, make you tell you what I want. Skank to the rhythm and the African drum. Call out everybody, make you sound the alarm palm. One we a drink. Nobody na the home and nobody na run. Rock to the rhythm, we say all night long. Gas up the fire and me can die down. Never ever die down. Ready or not? Oh, 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 oh. Be ready for more. We go to kill them with the wickedest sound. Ready or not? Oh, oh, oh. Be ready for more. We go to kill them with the wickedest sound. Let go your head, let go your heart, let go your soul, let go your feet. I move my feet, move your feet. We go to kill them with the wickedest sound, yeah. Oh, 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 we'll kill them with the wickedest sound now. Oh, oh, whoa, we go to kill them with the wickedest sound. Tell him, 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 tell him. We go to kill them with the wickedest sound, yeah.
okayfm.
We go to kill them with the wickedest sound, yeah. We go to kill them with the wickedest. Sound, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the legendary Rocky Dawuni. Bapani, in fact, I don't know how Bonnie are very authentic.
Yes, yes.
Now, said the weather no so tiano. A man for a Philly vibe on a pa, make kind messages are. But we are celebrating you now. You're the Thank you. In 1996, you produced your first album.
Yes.
The Movement. then backed by members of local, crisis and Ghanaian reggae stars. And the movement became a major success in Ghana with a number of singles, including What Goes Round and Sugar. Me fan say ni 2 years in the year thereafter, and I nyanko pardon you be a radio station Kofu Radio.
Yes.
And then Juanso na ufi. Inti na ye ni agye pa say yenya ye bra ufi Kofu Radio na wabo reggae. Na those days reggae no in Ghana yebe kai Felix Bell kakra.
Yes.
Na what time no mo na yehu say
okayfm. Okay.
General Marcus nso akọ Jamaica.
Yes.
Akọ recorde ne album Ediaba.
Yes.
Na fedie na Ghana ni reggae artist bebre.
Yes.
Enti na yehwe nim say reggae nwuma na sa time ewo ho pa obi anim se ne Peter Tosh ne Bob Marley no mu ne Benny Spear no mu ne ye nananom reggae ahemfo omo de agi omtum but Africa hade nanka ye West Africa reggae nwum pa ba kwa ye de sepe ye ho enie ti we Alpha Blondy.
Yes.
Eti reggae that time no na ye hu say reggae SSA ye to ye kasem.
Yeah.
Ye kasem. Alpha Blondy a project reggae nyina no or the ne kasa ye French ene omo indigenous
Jula
omo language no ena omo edie aden na Ghana yantu reggae nwumu no ewo ye twi mu yantu ye reggae no ode oye nodna ebi wa ode nodning dialect no efrafrem.
Yes.
Aden yantu ye reggae no, should a reggae artist necessarily sing in patois?
No, patois I don't, I mean, the thing is to say, reggae, in terms of its origins, Jamaica, Jamaicans too ancestrally, omufiha, o share omu history, Jamaicans be brave, ye mujana, and nam Jamaicans mo. Enti time reggae music no so ebeji or Africa no. So with Bob Marley's concert in Zimbabwe in Maniama a pushy reggae African reggae about forward no. I mean Alpha Blondy na one of the first people omutimi efa that local reggae no. Omode call international. But before that no, so not to say there was other even before Alpha Blondy's ascent that they had some heroes in Ivory Coast who never went international like Alpha Blondy. And in Ghana, so we had people like Felix Bell, any classic handles, and classic handles. I want Kodrentry,
yeah,
Kodrentry fee. And teacher say Kodrentry's brand of even high life, I'll call it Lovers Rock Reggae. So and teacher say reggae no ebaye ebe infuse your local music no, but the only thing they say. It did not try to be itself a whole genre by itself. Apart from some of us, let's say bands like Roots Anabo Numu, Omu started so Mudi Roots Anabo, Vitamin X, ni all these Ghanaian bands, Homo Germany, almost started so many local vibes at if you see reggae. No. But the way we saw it, say, it's not necessarily language that expresses your heritage. Rhythms are the most important thing. And to me, who rhythm no as a much more bigger universal language than the ethnic vocals, because ethnic vocals at some point you can always add it to it.
Enti mamembusa said okay. Kodrentry started with classical handles. Hold it. Oh my bama. So we are me brapeni unim me cock food over the weekend no. And I me go home me pictures. We come home with pictures in the 90s when I started as a broadcaster and a journalist. I will soon publish them for people to see how far we have come in radio.
Yes.
If you don't say we are just wake and bake, we can just when we get a legendary, you per se you suya bibi. You know, you ba be suya and your music. You be bawo nyom bi a etwam. Now you share how rich the texture of the song.
Yes.
Then and now. The baseline said yet here.
Yes.
And the preparation and yemu those days.
Yes.
And then now, whether it's rush. But let me come back. Kojentwi join classical handles.
Yes.
And now of the branch here, intino, yes, or the reggae, roots rockers, roots reggae.
Yes.
And or the bar high life.
Yes.
Also, you were inspired by fella.
Yes.
With Afrobeat.
Yes.
And now branch and they call roots rock. Now chemimu
Afro roots.
What they call Afro roots.
Yeah.
I didn't na Afrobeat. Now what branch and they call Afro roots.
So at the end of the day, you know, everybody, the thing is that you have to also we are representative of Wankasawo traditional culture. You can never be a cheap copy of anybody. You know, you cannot be a better copy of anybody's innovation. So when teachers say the thing about music, they say you start with some people who inspire you, but as you go along, no, you start coming into yourself, and then to get to a place where you are able to express what your vision of music is. And teachers say, "Me tama ya wo me no me you know, I mean, me mame and you na ya bomma me air from Nana Kwame Ampedu, you know, to you know, what's it called, Adolfo." To Akwesi Ampofo, all these legends were kind of the music that inspired me when I was growing up. My foundation ankasa was like Ghanaian high life. Now reggae me be discover no much later through like Bob Marley and all of that. And teacher say along the line no, as me started say me back into my own creative confidence, you know. All these elements, you know, I started say ba me nyumu. Into me album cry. Which was nominated for the Grammy. No? It was a very big fusion of high life music, reggae music, and Afrobeat. And to me, it's style, no.
It is our genre, no friend say.
My friend, Afro roots.
Afro roots,
because it's the roots of the sound of Africa. Which high life music for me, high life music represents the roots because even Ufa Afrobeat Krampwa, what happened was that Afrobeat was a combination of high life, funk, and jazz. So when fella Susan or because fella started, you know, not obo jazz, not a jazz musician. Until call America or started so called T. James Brown music, any funkiness of the music, and the political aspect that was going on in America at that time, Black Panther and no far the same formula no. Eddie Bayer and James Brown formula no they bet too in terms of high life, no the jazz no can.
Mami Busao.
Yes.
I know your parents, I know your family.
Yes.
Or atichim.
Yes.
Na mensumeko na na kwekubu an experiment and some of your younger siblings ni be me mate.
Yes.
The brapeni.
Yes.
Ye nimdo des wabi wuni mani bruta. Who call lego ko psychology da. Ye nim say ye bra ya bin. Afedi ebe wan ebre ayem person wo bonum na say wan bakre ni na oni wade say odi bonum aye rastay fe nyankopɔ adom kakra di akwa brochire. How were you able to influence, you know, the African Americans or black people or, you know, the diasporans or, you know, America, especially United States, na with your music? Na omotiasie language no omotiasie say na na compose enwom no.
Who say the thing they say time I recorded my first album Wahanamon. First thing after the movement was released, you know, one track of it was licensed by an American record company called Atlantic Records for a compilation called Reggae the Next Generation. So until that from the onset na minya that kind of push, you know. Intiminium started say a movie into the American system, you know. But at that time, so that first album, it was heavily reggae. So, just say I was boxed in in terms of, you know, grouped in with all the Jamaicans and all of that. Into reggae was the genre. Now, that's a very competitive genre. So, into along the way, you know, me started say me see Afrobeat in my own traditional music, no. And I started say expanding my audience from the traditional reggae into world beat, into people who are into African music. So, and teacher say a fusion.
And then I'll copy America. And then I do copy America.
Nearby and say as time will gone, no. Just say I was intent on recording my first album after Local Crisis. Ebenye din ewo Ghana han ewo Accra man. And then no meaning to say to record no so me here a lot of funding. Me call every producer me ewa Accra me call bo bia pum obia tie me nyuma. Osio Charlie this music is okay, but I don't think this is gonna work in Ghana.
Reggae and talk.
Yeah, reggae and talk. I don't know, Susana, high life be. Now, messages. I had a vision of what I wanted to be. So, and my vision was not something I could compromise. So, because I knew, say, eventually I was gonna appear around the high life place, but I needed to take my own path. So, when teacher Mamichi were producers, you know, Obia can't say no. Now, me kai one of them, Mimboni Dean, but or catch them, say, or say, or pay me voice pa. But se me timina se me fa se style no, na me even me bo reggae, na me the African style no, e de kanhua. E bit me ama makofa, ama ma yes something very different. And this has some they come trimu pa, but already na me was that part. But says some no catch them no. Na eba madwumi said the only thing that made me I say, or say me ko baby a nyum capital e wo wiase ha no. So because me so na me pese meji din e wo Ghana nko na me pese me nyum e cough as far as all of Africa, as far as the whole world. That was my vision from the onset. Inti me to kwan ko America. E ko ye adwuma wo ho. E ko interning for record label. And through the record label I made internship. Na me sua the business of how to run a record label. Because na me nim say obia enye mame. Just say me ankasa na me ye mame ho nti o say bibia mpese me ye no. The business part in Yemenia also because sua. After interning and working and getting to get some contacts in the business, no, and I just say sika kakra me gada wo ho nyina me di tu kwan e de ba Ghana bio. E ba na me friend me bandmates from Legon. Ombe came in and me my first album. That's kind of how it launched me. America was just say after me who say there was all the doors were closing for me, I needed to find a way. And it was a way for me to take everything into my own power and then start my career going. And once it jump started, you started to hear me songs were radio, and the people in Ghana started really recognizing what I was doing. But it wasn't through any producer or anybody who supported me to do that. I had to invent myself.
In fact, obey your album, Ghana. Na shout out to MC Caterpillar. MC Caterpillar NBB first radio station Kofredia. Na not yate chem ono so boga o free Switzerland aba. Na ono so oye artist na watwa ni ti dread pa. Enti osige mpushi Rocky Dawuni nyom. Yasha African reggae artist. Most of you are political, social influencers. Reggae for nyina de biasa mo ni obi ku. Minim de wiase, minim bone wiase fo ayem. And amunum way namuka freedom, human rights, liberation. When I am bone we wiase reggae for.
Oh, there be say enyumne it's not negative. So the objective of reggae music is to uplift everybody. So and then also social situations be ohwa. So say yamfa yeni ankoso na yanka. The solutions will not come. So because reggae already started Jamaica, and Jamaica was going through a lot of problems, political upheaval, social problems, and in Niema people were killing each other in the ghettos. So there was like heavy police brutality, and then the government too. So it was only serving a certain class of people. Until reggae came as a reaction. So and then afterwards, through Bob Marley, and then also other voices too, reggae assumed, went from becoming just reactionary to something that brought people from all around the world to focus on bigger ideals like freedom, like emancipation, like empowerment. So the philosophy of reggae is much more mainstream to be able to galvanize people from all around the world and also be a voice for people from all around the world. So something has to do that because every kind of music either Odidra or Nwankasani Numwana say to brag about how many houses they have.
How long have you been wearing the locks?
The locks has been probably over 15 years now.
Over 15 years?
Yes.
Ubecha.
Oh, Say question I will be some media. There be dead.
Will you ever cut off your dread?
No, I won't cut off my dreads.
Never.
No, I won't cut off my dreads.
Are you a Nazarite?
I am a believer in the philosophy of, harmonious coexistence of all humanity. So, for me, I can be able to walk into any church. I just actually came from Israel, where I traveled with a lot of, religious leaders. I was traveling with the Crown Prince of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie's grandson, and a whole lot of other people, and we attended.
But you are not a Nazarene.
Nazarene is, I will say I am, because Nazarene is being able to dedicate yourself to.
But do you believe in the philosophy of the Nazarite, as in the book of Numbers, chapter 9, that it stipulates that you must separate yourself during the period of separation? You keep your hair.
Yes.
And no razor should touch your hair.
Yes.
And you stay away from alcohol.
Yes.
You don't see or watch dead body or corpse. Yes. And all that. Do you believe in those ideals?
Well, I believe in those ideals, but in the real world, sometimes it's very hard to isolate yourself. So situations come, and then you kind of have to, life must go on, because it's not, believing in an ideal does not mean that you have to live in a cave.
You were named among top 10 global stars by CNN. Where would the bank be on Bema alone without a guarantee?
Well, the thing is that we have, over the years, we have strived to open new doors. As I was telling you, because the support didn't come from here, I had to create new doors. Until a do time, people in America, it was a fight for me to get my music across. Until me who said Los Angeles, they say many of the festival bookers, they always will not book me. Until I decided, say, the only way for me to also be able to kind of seize that power was to start my own club there in Los Angeles. Until I started a club called Afrofunky. And Afrofunky, within 2 years, became one of the biggest spaces for live music and African music. And then I started doing my concerts there. And through that, so me started saying me controlling my own power. And then the music promoters from different parts of America started some timidine, a bit more about my club. Stevie Wonder, everybody was coming to the club. Jaimon House, all the actors and everybody were coming there. And then through that too, it created, it spread my name there. And then I also was able to get into that realm of bookers who are booking festivals, get booking agencies, get management and all of that stuff. And you say, I was always intent, say, when I go to a place and there's no door, I make my own door. And I think that is kind of the energy that I think from the onset, when I was told that I had to do things on my own terms, that mentality has always gone with me. And I think that was what has helped me over the years to make all this.
I think African reggae, stars, artists, someone. What type of abrofo, a ma abrofo? Man, and I'm local African man.
What a casi and local African man.
Half cast.
Magan and Ghanaian women are great, and I love Ghanaian women. I love African women.
Reggae artists biana onamwa na oni broni ba na o shekaya sana se tawo tuibi na modi ahwene agugu amukom eduro be na modi aya abrofo maya. Oh,
and you say, Idru, I think, say, when you're an artist, it's not necessarily like white woman or black woman or culture. I think artists, a lot of times you just go according to what you believe in. So you are not confined by, restrictions, because you are constantly pushing the boundaries. Some of these guys, and, they don't see the difference between, in terms of relationships, say, they are restricted culturally to be able to have relationships with only their kind. They just, are curious to experience the world. And I think it's part of the plurality that the music preaches. The music preaches about all races and all cultures.
Okay.
Being giving support.
Legendary Rocky Dawuni was nominated for Grammy Awards. Legendary Rocky Dawuni is named among top 10 global stars on CNN. Legendary Rocky Dawuni, a United Nations environmental goodwill ambassador for Africa. Enti wanye ni patwa and what yasaro. Now I am a bra. Oni minami akwala mi ko school on anakwa kubu atin experimental school. Okofodi ana men dance so da gra say me radio presenter. It me bra pani betna say me kan history. Na mo nkwada mo ye radio na mo ko kenkan social media no. Mo hu history no baby e free ba. What goes around? This is Rocky Dawuni, 1996.
I want to tell a story. Maybe I can feel the wave of this philosophy. That peace is not the end of war. So maybe we can rearrange everything they put in disarray. I'm the bull without the horn, who want to play your game of thorns. And no matter what you do, I wanna let you know what goes around comes around. And no matter what you say, I wanna let you know what goes around comes around. Oh, someone's talking and I don't even wanna be there. Oh yeah. Maybe I'm worried and I can't even just understand. Oh yeah. So maybe we can moderate. Alright. One less person to say. Alright. You think you get the way with it, but you me up, you take me down. Right. But I'm still a living dream. Right. And it's love that I wanna give to you. One more kiss. And no matter what you do, I wanna let you know what goes around comes around. And no matter what you say, I wanna let you know what goes around comes around.
Okay, then let's come to what is around. Beats of Zion on your new album.
Yes,
So what inspired this one? Beats of Zion. What is happening in Zion?
Well, Beats of Zion is talking about the return of the children of Africa from the diaspora. Beats Zion is Africa. Zion is Ghana.
Then we could have used for the year of return. I mean, the song.
Well, it's a song. So the beat is the drum. It's like because the traditional African thing of gathering people is either the gong or the talking drum. So right now, in the modern sense, the beat is the definitive representation of the drum and the gong. So the Beats of Zion is that there's a sound in Africa that is calling sons and daughters, all of them, to come and be part of the reawakening and renewal.
And the drum, communication is one of the oldest forms of communication. So
when I was recording this song, actually when you hear the drums are all live drums. It was played by one of the top drum groups out of Burundi. So they did the tracking for the drums. It's like about 10-piece drum orchestra that played behind the Beats of Zion.
My name is producer called Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, called National Museum Hall, share, some of the relics.
Yes.
Asian relics. We talk about how we can preserve our culture. Then also the traditional medicines who promote and tree planting initiative. And also Emma a big boss energy drink or Madaruma and the top 10 global star in Africa, legendary Rocky Dawuni, a friend Africa Bob Marley. Yenen etwetwe enkomo ono so any Ghana ni a wakogina Grammy Ghana for so far only Ghana ni a wako Grammy.
I think I'm the first nominated for an
nominee
album,
for album.
Yes.
Bonsema Rocky Dawuni. The dream of Shatawale Sarkodie, Stoneboy and Obiano Rocky Dawuni has been there long time. What's India?
Yes.
Anything?
Well, I mean, because you only have to look around and see that a lot of your traditional old trees, most of them have been depleted, and a lot of even our original forest here has been depleted. And right now, even the issue that we are facing right now, the COVID-19, they are all.
And also say
it's they are all kind of diseases that right now are coming out of nature.
Okay.
So even the original, was that it came out from some animals that were taken to China and all of that kind of stuff. And you say, planting of trees, protect waterways. Planting of trees, making sure our atmosphere is the air is clean. Planting of trees, so it makes sure we have a renewable resource.
So how well is this initiative going?
Oh, I launched. I met with. It was originally launched at the UN General Assembly in September last year. And then I came and had meetings with the mayor of Accra. And the mayor of Accra planning to launch a 100,000 tree planting initiative. The city of Accra, right before the COVID thing came in. So right now we are still kind of on hold to see how things go. And then I've also in the process of launching another 100,000 tree planting initiative also in the northern region.
Okay.
So the whole thing is not only planting it close to places where we can support, let's say, natural waterways and protect waterways, but I'm also trying to inspire the young people to say, nature is the future.
So we should conserve it.
If we don't protect our land and we don't protect our water, it will reach a time when we have to go and the water, even the drinking clean water that we'll have to drink, we'll have to outsource that from other countries. So this is the time for us to take that decision because we are losing a lot of that.
Your final words to our listeners and your fans.
Well, to all my listeners, I'll say that there's a new video that I just launched. Called for the song Champion Arise. So everybody, it's a song about the times in which we are. For all of us to know that our strength is within us. We can only confront this current situation if we strengthen ourselves. We can only be able to overcome this situation if we program our mindset and also live healthily to be able to confront this, deal with this, and then survive it. So what I'm trying to tell people is that this song is about the responsibility being in the hands of each of us. So go out there, share the video, play the music, join me on Facebook, Instagram, and all of that, and let's keep this promise of Ghana at the fore. Ghana is great, Africa is great, but we have to make it great again. Yes.
Legendary Rocky Dawuni, it's a pleasure and also humbling for me to always host you whenever you're in Ghana. And big ups to the last soldier Rasta standing, Elon Bini. Yeah, Ghana's only Bini man. Thank you so much. The show has been produced by Godwin Dogbe with the support from Issue Chawe social media president. Happy belated birthday. It escaped me. How can you celebrate your birthday on my father's burial day? How possible? And then to DJ Youngboy and DJ Mauli the Governor. My name is Abeku Santana. It's always a pleasure. Thank you and God bless you.
OKFM 101.7.